A farmer wants to build a rectangular pen using fencing with a partition in the middle to separate the pigs and the sheep as shown in the figure. She has a total of 144 feet of fencing to build the pen. If the width is 2/3 the length, find the dimensions of the pen. In this problem, we're asked to find the dimensions of the pen, which means the length and the width, so we have to let one of those be x. In the very last sentence of the problem, we're told that the width is 2/3 the length, so that means that we know nothing about the length, and that's going to be our x. Let's let the length be x. Now we're told the width is 2/3 the length, so we're going to let the width be 2/3 times x. Because if the length is x and the width is 2/3 the length, then we have to take 2/3 times x. Now we need to write an equation that models the situation, but it's not going to involve perimeter, because nowhere in the problem are we actually asked about perimeter or told about perimeter. We're told that she has 144 feet to build the pen with, but the perimeter is only the outside, and she also has to build that partition in the middle. So let's take a look at the diagram. We know the width is the distance from the left side to the right side. The width is also going to be the same on the top. The top has that same width, and the partition is going to have the same width. And then if we look at the length from top to bottom on the right-hand side, it's going to be the same as the length on the left-hand side. Now, if we were dealing with a perimeter problem, we know that the perimeter is twice the length plus twice the width. But in this case, we also have that partition. So if we look at the amount of fencing used, we do have two sides that are the length, and we have two sides that are the width, but also that partition in the middle also has a distance equal to the width. So instead of 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, we're going to have 2 times the length plus 3 times the width, because there are 3 different parts of the fence that go across the width of that pen. So we're going to have 2 times the length plus 3 times the width, and that's going to end up being the total amount of fencing, which we know is 144 feet. And now what we're going to do is we're going to replace L and W with the expressions in terms of x. So we have 2 times the length. In this case, since the length is x, that's going to be 2 times x plus 3 times the width. Well, the width is 2/3 x, so this is going to be 3 times 2/3 x. And that's going to be 144. Now, if we look at the second term, the one that has the fraction in it, we've got 3 times 2/3, but we can multiply those. 3 times 2/3 ends up being 6/3, or 2. So this second term will reduce to 2x. So we have 2x plus another 2x equals 144. If we combine like terms on the left, 2x plus 2x is 4x. So we have 4x equals 144. And if we divide both sides by 4, that gives us x equals 36. So the length we said was x, but that's going to be 36, and it's going to be feet, because everything here is measured in feet. Then we'll look at the width. The width is 2/3 times x. Well, if x is 36, 2/3 times 36, or 2/3 of 36, ends up being 24. So the width is 24 feet. When they ask us to find the dimensions of the pen, we can conclude the length is 36 feet and the width is 24 feet. And that is our final answer.